everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin from Florals.com, and today I am filming a quick Q&A for you all. I asked for you guys to ask me some questions on my Instagram and Instagram stories and over on my YouTube community page, and if you haven't checked that out yet, you can find it over on my channel. It's just a new tab at the top, so like near videos it'll say community tab, and you guys can chat with me when I post new things there. So that's kind of fun, and we can do polls, but I have them all up on my phone so I can see what you guys asked. No, I don't have too many, so this will kind of be a short one, but I also wanted to throw in some FAQs I often get, so some frequently asked questions that I get about my scrapbooking stuff. But other topics are also included today, so you get to learn a little bit more about me. And yeah, so let's just jump right into it. But first I want to address, if you've been watching my face-to-face videos, you'll probably notice that my hair is significantly shorter. I finally donated my hair at the end of February, and I'm very excited about this short hair. It's definitely the shortest I've ever had since I was a child, so that's kind of scary, but I do like it a lot, and I'll be donating my hair, so that's good. I'm glad I'll be sending it out shortly. I'm actually pre-filming this because I will be busy in March, so this is a little bit of a, cumulative update as well. So to get started, the first question is suggestions on growing social media audience. I actually don't have a big following on like Twitter or Instagram or Facebook page, so I'm not the right person to ask, but I would say consistency is key. If you guys don't know, my full-time job is actually a online social media for a company, so a lot of times it's consistency and then knowing what your audience wants. So if you want a larger audience, you need to define your audience first. So if it's craft people, you need to always post crafty content. And hashtags are important on Instagram, and not so much on Facebook anymore, but interaction's good. You want to make sure you're not just spewing stuff out, but actually making valued content that either poses a question or has something along those lines, so you get a little bit more interaction on your posts. But yeah, that's my quick answer to that one, I guess. And I'm also doing these anonymously because I don't know if people want to know if their names are out there, so if you did ask me a question, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the answer to it, but I am not going to say your names just in case, or your usernames just in case. Another one I got is, when did you start scrapbooking? I kind of answered this in the scrapbooking tag I did a few weeks ago, Christy's Beautiful Life tag, but essentially I knew nothing about crafting. I was a very crafty child, but I didn't know anything about paper crafts really, until one of my friends invited us, well, her mother invited us to make some scrapbook pages with her, and that was the first scrapbook page I ever made. It's a 12 by 12. It's like red, white, and blue. It's a July 4th sort of page, and that was really fun. And then another one of my friend's moms is actually a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, so I used to go to those parties a lot, and lo and behold, I became hooked, and my parents kept buying me things, and I used to get kits for like Christmas and my birthday to do more scrapbooking and card making. And then one year I even got a Cricut, which is kind of crazy for how old I was, so I started pretty young. I'm coming up on my 10-year YouTube anniversary in 2019 here at the end. I think it's August. I did not constantly upload for 10 years, but I did start uploading in 2009, which, like, guys, that's so crazy. I was in middle school. Also embarrassing too, so don't go look at those videos. Very old. Bad. Maybe we'll do a video of me reacting to one of my first YouTube videos. Let me know if you guys would like that. I think it could be funny. I think it could just be really awkward. We'll see. But that's kind of how I got started, was friends' parents. My parents weren't really crafty, nor did they ever get into the creative, mindset after I did. So I'm primarily my family's memory keeper, if that makes sense. So on any sides, my grandparents didn't scrapbook, so just me, lone wolf. Okay, another one that I got on Instagram is, do you think you will marry your boyfriend? Yes, I do, but I don't know when. In case you guys don't know, I've been with my boyfriend since 2014. We met in college, and we're still going, still here, still doing the things. And next up, I'm going to skip some of these ask questions and go into one of my FAQs, just so I can kind of intermix them. But one of the FAQs I get a lot is my favorite adhesive. I can't pick just one. I wish I could, but I can't. And I'd have to say my top three favorite adhesives are my ATG gun. I use that on almost every paper project I have. I used it on school projects when I was still in school. I used it on everything paper related. It's definitely my favorite for gluing paper to paper. Second is my little fine line bottle, which is full of Scotch Quick Dry, which has gotten renamed. Now, I don't have one of the new bottles, so I don't know what the new name is, but that's my favorite. And then my third favorite would have to be foam adhesive, and I really don't care the brand. I'll use any foam adhesive. I've tried KI Memories, American Crafts, I think it's called Sticky Thumb, that brand, and I've tried Dollar Store. As long as it's got dimension, I like it. I do tend to like the square versions versus the circular versions, and I do tend to prefer the white foam over the black foam, because I know there's some black foam options out there. I just don't tend to work with that dark of a color very often. Back to the questions. What is your college degree in, or what was your major? My major was called New Media Marketing. I went to a school called Rochester Institute of Technology, RIT, which is in Rochester, New York, which is sort of Western New York. So I did not go to college around where I live. I mean, it's not too far away, but I did not go to college in my hometown, so I did meet my boyfriend there as well. But I studied New Media Marketing, which is a form of marketing primarily focusing on analytics and digital side, so social media, Google Analytics, all of that stuff. So that's what I studied. How did you and your boyfriend meet? At college. I guess that was kind of already answered. We actually lived in the same dorm building, which is really fun. We actually lived a floor apart, which I didn't know when I met him. It was later on that we figured out we lived in the same dorm. Someone else asked, when you travel for work, where do you travel, and is he allowed to go with you? Good questions. I travel for work very often since I work from home. My company is based in Baltimore, Maryland, so I travel there a lot, but I can also travel down to North Carolina, South Carolina, I don't know. They'll send me anywhere and then I'll go. So I'm bopping all over the place for work. I'm usually traveling at least once a month, so a lot of times I am missing my craftiness when I'm on the road, but that is okay. And is he allowed to come with me? He came with me for my December trip so he could come to the company party with me, so that was sort of a fun trip where we both got to go, but usually he doesn't come because he's got to work his normal job. Next up is, when you travel for fun, do you take any crafty or scrapbooking items with you? So this one's kind of hard for me, and she said when I'm scrapbooking for fun. Yeah, when I scrapbook for fun. When I travel for fun, do I take stuff with me? I actually have a trip coming up, and I think I'm going to bring some stuff with me. I mainly want to bring like a small journal so I can write what we do every day, because I don't want to forget like funny stories or something that happened, because I've never done that before where I write like journal and something every day during the trip so I can later remember what we did. So that's definitely something I want to bring. I might bring like a sticker book to like decorate the pages, but other than that, I don't think I want to bring much else. I'm going to bring my bullet journal. That's something that's sort of been like an easy travel thing with me, especially since it keeps like my to-do lists, packing lists, all of that in there. So I think I want to bring that. But I've thought about bringing like my cross stitch or my embroidery projects, but sometimes bringing that on a plane kind of scares me. I know you can bring them on a plane, it's just sometimes it's extra hassle of security. When I travel for work and I'm gone for like at least a week, I usually bring a coloring set, so either my zigs or my Arteza markers, and then some stamped images to color. That's something I usually do, or a coloring book, because I have several of those that I've been neglecting. Might as well start coloring them, I guess. But other than that, I don't bring stuff. It's like I won't bring like a scrapbooking kit with me, because we often go on vacations that are a little bit more planned out, and it's not like just sitting on the beach relaxing or something like that. So no, I guess I don't usually bring crafty or scrapbooking items with me for traveling. But I do often buy crafty things while I'm traveling. That's something I like to do, especially if there's a different type of store. If I'm traveling for work and I can find a crafty store within, you know, a good amount of distance that is worth it, I'll sometimes try to go. But it really depends on the schedule that I have while I'm working. I did get some repeat questions. I also got a request to do more double page spreads, and I promise those are coming. I actually just, I think a couple weeks ago posted, or maybe it was last week, Anyway, I am now part of the Multi-Photo Monday group full time, all the time. So there will be at least one video a month on Mondays that you guys can see a double page layout. Well, I guess I shouldn't say double page. Most of my multi-photo pages turn into double pages. So more likely than not, there will be at least one double page spread a month on my channel. And then also I've been doing a ton of work in my DC albums and my Disney albums, and then I'm also kind of working on some pocket page stuff. So overall, I think there's more multi-photo double pages and that kind of stuff coming. And if you guys really want to know more about how I decide that kind of process, let me know if you guys would like something like that, where I decide how I pick if these photos are going to be a double page, if these photos are going to be a single page, like that kind of thing. Let me know if you'd like to see something like that. I think that's kind of interesting, but I want to know what you guys want. I usually just film everything I make, and I usually also try to file it into one of my playlists. If you guys don't know, I have a ton of playlists organized on my channel. Things like cards. I'm going to make one for the card making for scrapbookers series with Sarah and I, where you can watch both of our videos each month that we do them, so that way there'll be sets of those. I'm also making a playlist for each month of my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit. That way, if you guys are interested in seeing me use these certain papers, like the Maggie Holmes papers I did a while back, those will all be in one playlist, so you don't have to go searching through my channel every time. And I have playlists for my double page spreads, for pocket pages, and for layouts. Layouts is the longest playlist I think I have. And then I also have like throwback playlists like Vlogmas. Shout out to Vlogmas back when that happened. And maybe I'll do Vlogmas again here in 2019. No idea what's in store in December, so we shall see. Someone asked if I have any siblings. Yes, I have 2 siblings. I have 2 brothers. They're both older than me. And I guess attached with that would be if I have any other relatives. I have 1 niece, which is nice. And then I got another repeat question. What do you do for work and do you enjoy it? So I'm a digital marketer by day. I do all types of digital marketing. I even do physical marketing. So anything marketing related, it's technically my job. And I work in the manufacturing industry, which is a little bit different than my normal scrapbooking industry stuff, but it's an interesting work and I do enjoy it. Do you and your boyfriend want a family? Yes, we both want kids. We don't know when we're getting married. We don't know when we're going to have children, and we don't know where we're going to end up living, so it's all up in the air, but we're having fun figuring it out. Another one is, do you listen to any podcasts? I listen to a ton of podcasts. I wouldn't say a ton. I listen to a bunch. My current favorite is the new Simple Scrapper podcast. She just released it. I believe her name's Jen, but I get everyone confused pretty easily. I liked it when when Retro Hip Mama had her I did this earlier in a different video. Retro Hip Mama had her podcast. I really enjoyed that one. I also listened to Inky Quill, her podcast, Adele's. I listened to the Scrap Gals. I still have to sign up for my subscription. I know it's been months since they started the paid program, but I still need to sign up for that. But I did enjoy theirs a ton when it was free. And I just have to subscribe so I can listen again. And then I also listen to true crime podcasts. And I also listen to the Becky Higgins podcast. I know this isn't helping because I don't know the actual titles, but maybe I should go look them up. Okay, here they are. I listen to Cultivate a Good Life, The Vanished podcast, and That's Why We Drink, Scrapbook Your Way, which is the Simple Scrapper podcast. And I also listened to We're Alive, and that was a audio like theater podcast. It was just a storyline, and I really enjoyed it. If you guys want something to listen to while you're scrapbooking, but that's not as distracting as a movie or a TV show, I would highly recommend a audio theater sort of program. That's the only one I found that I like so far, but it's essentially different people reading different lines, and they're playing a character, and there's sound effects, and there's all sorts of stuff, and I found it very interesting to listen to, especially with work. I found it very, it was there, but it wasn't distracting. I also listened to I don't know why it's not showing up in my library on my podcast app, but I also listen to the Gretchen Rubin's podcast once in a while. Really depends, because if I subscribe to all the podcasts, I run out of room on my phone, so I generally just go searching for the ones I like and listen to them when I have some time. Next one I have is, who is your favorite YouTuber? I watch a ton of YouTube, probably way more than it's good for me, like way more than it's good for me. Like the hours I spend on my phone are mostly watching YouTube. It's a bad habit, but I usually do something else while I'm watching YouTube, so I don't feel as guilty about it. So the main scrapbookers I watch that are YouTubers is pretty much everyone. I'll watch anything. I just like it all. I like seeing the starting point and the ending point. I think it's very interesting. I especially love the way Janet at RTS Scrapbooking does it, and if you guys haven't checked her out yet, you have to. I mention her all the time. There's a lot of great scrapbooking YouTubers out there, and Janet's a fairly new one, but she's doing great. She uploads a ton. If you guys like a lot of uploads, definitely check her out. I also love Becky Bidding. She uploads a ton of process videos, and they are always such unique layouts and pages, and she also does a lot of multi-photo, so like 2 to 3 photos on a page of different sizes too, which is really unique, and I love that. I watch all the gals over at the Crafty Maven Getaway and all of the sparklers for the Spiegel Mom Scraps teams. They all have their own channels as well, so it's fun to watch all of them. I watch a lot of people. Like I said, I watch Inky Quills, so Adele, and I watch almost everyone. I don't think I could ever pick a favorite. But as for non-scrappy YouTubers, I watch a lot of the, I would say my generation's general consensus on this one are like the beauty gurus, or used to be beauty gurus. I'm not into makeup very much, but I do like watching Alicia Marie and Remy Cruz and Tara Michelle and Jill Cimarelli. Particularly their travel vlogs are very interesting to me. I also like Aspen Ovard, and there's a ton of people, but those are the main ones that come to mind. Or Adeline Morin. They're all generally around my age group. Some are a little older, some are a little younger. But it's fun watching their lives and seeing what they do, and I especially love the travel vlogs. And I think I'm going to bring travel vlogs to this channel as well. I did a poll over on my community tab asking you guys if you wanted to see travel vlogs on this channel as well, and some of you guys were like, meh, it's okay, and some of you guys were like, yeah, I want to see everything. I was like, okay. And then some of you guys said it's not my cup of tea, but you didn't mind that I uploaded them here. So I think travel vlogs are coming, but we'll see. I have some filmed from, I think, last year that I never posted, but if you guys would like to see those, let me know. Maybe I'll post them still, but that would be in between the crafty videos, because I don't want you guys to miss out on the crafty goodness that I have to share. But I think that's all the questions and frequently asked questions that I had. Let me know if you guys have any more questions, or if you'd like to see another episode of this with the new questions you guys ask me. I'd be happy to do one. But that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed learning a little bit more about me, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. But thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to everyone who asked a question. And I hope it's okay that you're all anonymous. I mean, you posted your questions. Some of you posted your questions publicly so people know who you are, and some of you posted them on Instagram stories so no one knows who you are, so it's okay either way. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.